Mm.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to our special edition broadcast today. It's more on a serious note, but I think there are topics that need to be discussed, especially in this community. We'll be talking about depression, bullying, social anxiety, and other issues that we face, especially in this very community that we're in: gaming, anime, cosplay, all that good stuff. So with me today, we have, of course, the infamous Silver Street, little bro,
Oh,
that one day will show his face. Hoping. Send your
I
love.
did a few weeks ago.
But it
Once.
never aired. That's the ironic part. You rigged it, I think.
Ooh, nice.
So next we have Nicholas coming back for a second round. How you doing, Nick?
And
Enjoying this day? I know I've had mixed reactions. Some people are feeling the rain and the gloominess. I can't stand it. It just depresses me, and I want to just go in a hole. So next is Morgan Miller again, M90
yep,
photo.
yep,
And now the sun finally came out when it's dark.
yeah. Better late than never.
And we have Iris, the crazy composer here, back again, looking all Perez Hilton like.
I try.
And,
Just a little bit.
and of course, Deji in her natural habitat and natural state. Doesn't she look gorgeous, you guys?
Yes.
As always.
Thank you.
Alrighty, so James, you want to hit it off?
Did we forget one person?
Oh, me? Everyone, whatever.
Wait,
And
we called everybody like Morgan and Nicholas, right?
Huh?
We called Morgan and Nicholas?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad, everybody. Sorry. Having
It's
black
okay.
holes today in my head. I don't know why. Anyway, let's continue. No traumatic medical emergencies. Okay. So I guess once again we're doing anti-bullying and bullying solving. So I guess our first question is, here, James. I mean, no. What do you think social anxiety is if you don't have one? All right, let me rephrase this then. What do you think social anxiety is if you don't have it? If you have it, how do you feel? Or please tell us your story. Or, yeah.
So who's going first? Nick?
Well, does anybody in here actually have social anxiety?
I've had it when I was younger, I guess, and I get it time to time.
I do
Okay.
to a point. If
Mhm.
there's new people, large crowds, things like that, my anxiety ends up going through the roof.
Right. I think people who've had it or have it should at least talk about it first. And then we'll go with people who never
Yeah,
experienced
that
it.
makes sense.
Oh no, we lost one man overboard. Get the life raft.
I think he'll come
Take my
back.
child.
Grab my child's head.
Grab.
I'll just say, like,
Sounds so raw.
I remember specifically, like in high school. Oh, remember the whole Princess Diana stuff? She was like such a role model to me, and I had a drama class, and I had to pick a report, and I did it of her. Damn Fez. And I basically cried in front of everybody, giving this report to everyone. That's how nervous I was. But look at me, public speaking every day now. The whole picture
better.
of people naked doesn't work though. Doesn't work for me.
You'll get stronger every day, Jen, and then one day you'll be able to overthrow the president of the earth.
I'm
There you
always shy with people in the beginning, but then, if they have a cool vibe and everything, I instantly open up. So whenever I meet people, like even when I go to the events, my own or other people's like events that they throw, like for senpai and whatnot, I'm always like, oh, I don't know anybody, especially if I go alone and I feel shy, and if I lose the friend that I meet up with. But then, like, I started meeting everybody, I'm like, everyone's pretty much cool. There are some bad apples here and there, but for the most part, people are pretty down to earth and friendly, and then I get to be my bubbly self, I guess. I guess just,
And Jennifer, what do we talk about?
what?
Come on, you look good, you know it.
It was nothing about.
Oh,
What are you even talking about?
Even on the inside, all your squishy parts stay look
I'm
good.
not talking. Yeah, I'm very squishy. If you guys notice. Squishy, squishy. But yeah, basically, like I would say to people, like everyone's a human being. We're all brothers and sisters. Not to be so shy around. I know it's hard because it happens to me, but just get to know people and it won't be so overwhelming. Just think of them as like, long lost brother or sister, I guess. I don't know if that helps.
Every person you meet is a possible new friend.
Exactly. No need
Got
to
it.
feel afraid or overwhelmed, especially when you're a big group of people like on stage, which you're in a cosplay contest. That's kind of
Don't worry,
nerve-wracking.
if you have to go answer
Yeah.
that, we will wait for you.
Answer the call.
We'll go along the line.
So does anyone else have any social anxiety stories to share?
Okay, I do.
All right, take it. Iris.
So, as someone who's very active in the Vocaloid community and now the Decora community, it's kind of hard to like. I'm trying to think of what I'm supposed to say. Basically, it's hard to kind of wrap your head around it sometimes. Like, hey, you look like, for example, I'll just take Decora. For Decora, my first time doing it, I left the house while having an anxiety attack.
Oh boy.
That's not
And because before that was my first time ever, and it went out really, really well, but I've always had a problem with communicating with people, and now that I'm communicating with people and on top of it I'm doing a new style, oh god, you might as well throw me into the pit of hell. And even before that, because I had to put myself on a spotlight, because of the Vocaloid community and me being a Vocaloid producer, it just got it a lot harder because it's just like, now eyes are on me. Crap. Now I really can't mess up. And it's almost and it's like nerve-wracking. Every time I post a new song or every time I go out in Decora, it's just a mess.
I can actually completely understand that. It's very similar with my photography because it's not much, but I recently hit 1,000 followers on Instagram, and I had originally promised like a week ago to do something special for my 1,000 followers as, celebration, but I've got no idea what to do, and I've been driving myself crazy with panic attacks trying to figure out how to figure something out.
Why don't you do like a free photo shoot or something to someone like at random?
I was thinking of something like that, but I don't know how I'd set it up. Plus, the weather hasn't been cooperating.
Or make your very own mini movie. Like, just grab some stuff around the house, a teddy bear, a mop, and be like, I shall save you. And I don't know, just make a mini movie for all your fans.
The adventures of Mop and Teddy.
Yes.
I mean, if anything, like maybe do like a giveaway, like, hey, this is the giveaway of a free photo shoot.
Well, everybody does a giveaway. You gotta be unique. That's how people are like, yes, I want him. I want her. I want
Exactly.
them. You know?
Sometimes you gotta be, excuse me, but sometimes you gotta sell yourself for free.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly. Now, like for me, like anybody else in here want to give input on social anxiety before I go?
No, go ahead.
Nick, do you have anyone else? Okay.
Oh yeah. So no, not Nick, because I think he's
Nick, do
frozen.
you have anything?
I think
Is
he's
this
frozen.
video paused?
Like he's.
Yeah, he's frozen, like
Yeah, I
completely
think
frozen. I
When
don't like
your
that. Else
heart's
frozen.
not open. Anyone remember that?
Perez, are you seriously joking about open heart surgery?
God, it's so corny sometimes.
I'm sorry.
Come on, Madonna.
I know. Okay. All right. Pretty much when I was younger, I didn't mind being myself. I was silly. I danced weird. I ate random things, even if they fell on the floor. She probably shouldn't have said that. But anyway. But you know how, like, now I'm a Casanova, right? I'm really good with it, right?
Ugh, I was called that when I was younger. Okay.
But yes, but pretty much. Wait, you were called a Casanova? Ah, let me find out.
No, my last name was Safanova.
Oh,
So people used
Saxonova.
to call me
Oh, that's like
Casanova.
double. That's like double good because it's like people like saxophones and Casanova. Dang, look
So
at
it's
you.
Safanova. Yeah, but anyway, go ahead. First, it brought
Okay.
back memories and flashbacks.
Hopefully none bad though.
Well, it was alright.
Okay. Well, when I was younger, well, I was fun and outgoing, and I was myself. Which different today. I'm more closed in and like a different exterior. But either way, I wasn't as social. I was fun to talk to anybody, but I wasn't socially put together like I am today. And I'm really good with speaking with people. Back then, it's like when I talked to a girl I like, I would get all flurry and nervous, and I try to say something, but then I say the wrong thing. Like I remember this girl named Ashley who I had a crush on for years, but sort of just gave up. And the last time she did say something to me, it was sort of harsh in front of everybody. I'm not going to bring it up. But anyway, but either way, it's just like I did have social anxiety with people, women I really did actually like, and it was sort of nerve-wracking until I turned 14 and something happened. But anyway, I did have social anxiety one time, and it's like, it's a mixed up thing. It makes, like, I used to say things when I was nervous. I'd be like, did you know fish can eat broccoli? I would say random things that probably didn't even make sense. It's like, did you know our teacher hates people?
That's probably true.
Oh, man. But it made the teachers and the students laugh sometimes when I would do that. And even the teacher, my teacher, who was it? Who was it? It was either Miss Noriega or Miss Glosson. Either one of them. They knew it always when they come into class. Like, why don't we put the two love bugs together? Oh my goodness, and that made me light up red heart. She didn't care. He wasn't into me, and I was like, oh. But I don't know. It's just look into Silver's past, a bit of it. Just closing that box and let's continue. I wish Digi was here. I would get some input out of her.
You saying that reminds me. When I was in high school, I was really shy because I moved. I was in Florida in middle school, and then I came back and I only had one friend. I didn't know anybody. Everyone had their own cliques. So I was really shy, and I would stutter when I would talk to people sometimes, which is weird. Everyone but my now husband that would sit behind me. He was the only one that would make me feel like comfortable and at ease. And here we are today, cleaning poop all over the bathtub walls and toys.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Yeah, it's what we're into. We throw poop at each other. No, I'm kidding.
Wait, what? No. Go back. You sounded serious, and then you turned it into a joke. Please tell me you weren't serious.
No, my daughter likes to play with her poop. She's like a organic artist.
Oh, my brother used to do that. I don't know why. When he was a baby. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's like here we are like working. She's like she goes to play for her room for like a minute, and then like okay, she's quiet and we can't see her in the camera, so she's like in a corner like putting poop on Peppa Pig.
No, Jennifer, stop that.
Oh my God.
Trust me, stop
I
that
heard-
now.
Oh my God, that kind of sounds like a shitty situation.
Arr.
I'm kind of sad I chose my chocolate bar to be a snack today.
A part of me laughed.
I now I don't want my chocolate.
Now I don't want to eat pork.
I still just want chocolate. I want chocolate covered pork, thank you very much.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay.
I don't know about that.
Is that a real thing? Is that you who bought it?
Yeah, that's a thing. Whoa.
They taste
This
exactly.
guy, yeah, he's rolling in whatever something because he's gotten a Yoo-hoo bar and I've never seen one of those in life. Dang, dude, you gotta take me where you live. He's probably in a mansion.
No.
Yup.
Oh, that's what it was. He's gonna give someone. He's gonna give one of his followers 1,000 Yoo-hoo packages, or like a huge supply of Yoo-hoo candy, like he keeps talking about.
I've been following you for years. I want that you. Nothing else. Anyway, so should we continue even though Digi's not back? Poor Digi.
Or Nick. I know he said he's having internet trouble.
Yeah, both of them. I may cut out here in a while, like not leave, but my internet does that every 2.5 hours on time. Who's screaming outside like they just won the lottery?
Maybe someone won the lottery.
Well, good for
Are
them.
you shaming?
Friends with him, stat.
Listen, me and my child do not appreciate you shaming someone winning the lottery.
I didn't shame anybody. I just.
You were shaming screaming.
Oh my god.
Don't kink shame.
That's me.
Okay, let's try and move on. Perez, are you reading the second question?
So I'm going to rephrase this to make it more general. So have you ever been bullied, I would say, and what exactly did you do to respond for it? And have you ever seen bullying amongst like your friends and other people in the community? Let's have Morgan go first.
God, I don't know. I'm going to start out with saying yes. I have known too many people that have been bullied, myself included. And Jen, I've basically told you in private a good amount of what's happened, and all that stuff was over the past few years. It's one of those things where I don't understand why people do it. Like, I do get why people bully, and at the same time, I don't know why, because I don't understand the point of making someone else upset. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. You know, I've had people create fake profiles of me, pretend to be me, harass my friends, harass me, my family. It really messed up shit. And I used to be the kind of kid who would get either really emotional from it or really bothered from it. One time I even fully admit I even got the police involved because it just became too much. And now it's just kind of, I'm more trying to understand the reasons behind it. Like, these people that have bullied me, bullied people I know, there's got to be reasons behind it. There's got to be some kind of pain that they're going through or some kind of issue that's causing them to act this way to other people. I'm trying to understand that a bit better. And like, the past week, I've had at least 4 of my friends come to me in private and say, listen, I've got this person doing this to me, another person doing this to me. And I don't know if bullying is becoming more common or if we're just hearing more about it. But it's definitely an issue.
I think now with the internet forum, people now have internet balls, I would say. That they could just say whatever and just think that they're just glaring at a screen and not consider people's feelings. And I think that's why it's easier and it's more prevalent now than like someone at school, you know, throwing you in a locker or whatever.
Oh yeah. With what happened with me, they did all their stuff online, and this was, New Jersey now has a law against cyberbullying. It's considered a felony, I believe now. But back when all this happened to me, there wasn't any laws against it, and the police refused to do anything, and they were all anonymous. They were hiding behind things. I did eventually manage to figure out who did it, but back then, there wasn't even any laws. You couldn't go to the police. You had to go to the FBI to get anything done.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
You would have to go to the FBI to get anything done. Now you can just go to the police, and there's a cybercrime division. But it's insane.
Yeah. Anybody else have any input on that experiences of being bullied?
Iris?
Yeah. So I have a bunch of stories, but I'll limit it down to, of course. And the sad part is that it's still happening. When I was in elementary school, it started from elementary school because I was an awkward fat kid. And now I'm a full-grown Vocaloid producing, Decora wearing, homosexual male who wears platforms and pastel shit and this, and I keep getting made fun of over it. And if now I just kind of try my best to shrug it off and be like, but before that wasn't the case. Before I, this is gonna be hard to talk about, but I know I have to talk about it just because I have to. Basically, I used to self-harm a lot. And I used to do anything imaginable just for me to either be able to go to sleep or to not to remember it and try to remember something else. And it's the hardest thing. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna get emotional for probably a second.
It's okay. There will be crying in this podcast.
And in December, something major did happen where I tried to kill myself by walking in front of a bus because of my job. And that was all because of, that's literally the reason why. And if someone tells you that it'll go away, it won't. It really won't. And to make matters worse, it was from my sister.
Iris, you're not alone in that. I myself have attempted suicide 4 times now. 2 stays in a psych ward, which I will say this much, they have very good feet there.
And to make matters worse, it was from my sister.
I understand. Things, Iris, you're not alone in that. Things they don't necessarily get better, but they do get easier.
That's true. It gets easier to deal with. Like right now, if my sister would have pulled the same shit she pulled in December, I'd be like, talk to my platform shoot.
I find that family is like the toughest to deal with situations like that. I think they are the reason that when you grow up, you do take so much thing from people like bullying because they are the main bullies from when you were a child.
Yeah.
I myself, my own aunt would say I had a nigger nose and I had mambo lips and I was hidden from the sun because I was the darkest one. And my dad would call me stupid. He would disregard all my ideas. So I think then when people would tell me this, and I had an ex-boyfriend that would constantly put me down, and then when I started modeling, people say I should die, and I had a man face, and all these things, I took it, and I dealt with people that would treat me horribly because of that. So just because someone's your family, doesn't mean anything. They're probably the root to all that, and you have to try to break away from that person regardless of the connection and just seek positive people that love you for who you are. I know everyone here, I am you. I think you're a really cool person, Iris and Morgan, everyone here. You're all very creative and unique and special, so I don't think you should listen to that negativity. I know it's hard.
No, I fully agree. And there's my most recent situation, my ex was very abusive towards me to the point where I had to contact the domestic abuse hotline and try to get myself safely out of the situation. I don't want to. I'm still in recovery for everything that happened, so I don't want to say too much about it. But even in situations where if it's a boyfriend, significant other, girlfriend, family member, if they're hurting you in any way, shape, or form, get away, get help, and get positive. Try to do what makes you happy. Focus on yourself. Even if you're worried about upsetting them, you matter. Your feelings matter. Your thoughts matter. You matter. You just gotta remember
Yeah, I think it's definitely something inside them that's wrong. Like for like my own father, my mom left him and like cheated on him. So I don't know if he took a lot of that aggression on me. He was very physically abusive as well as mentally. Um, I know if he ever sees this, he would yell at me, but we try not to talk about it. I know he still thinks, what he did was right and he was the right or whatever. But there's definitely something inside of that person, some hate, some that they throw on someone. Like they're in pain. But I think that's like the worst way to deal with it. If anything, you should be there to help others and like understand others, and not like push them down and hurt them and make them feel miserable. That's not the way to go about it.
Exactly. If you feel pain inside, instead of taking it out on other people, use that pain and hurt you feel to help others. Because there are other people that feel the same way you do, that are hurting the same way you do, that you can help. You can help each other become better people, become happy.
Two things real quick. First, Digi, after I speak, you want to go, right? Because we haven't heard from you because you were busy for a
Yeah,
minute.
and Nick too, which I think he's back, but I'm not sure because I think it might be frozen.
Yeah, but my friend and I, Mazrik, he's in the military, and he's like, I don't exactly want to say what he does. What he does is important, and it's a lot of stuff that makes him feel guilty, but just bringing him up because it was a lot emotional because pretty much in his past, like when he was a kid, he was tortured a lot by other kids and like even really crazy stuff because they didn't like the things he stood up for. He stood up for this person that were people that couldn't defend themselves, and a lot of time he was hurt in the process. Scars of his still healing and just a lot of mental trauma, but instead of making himself bully or making himself somebody that would go and hurt others, he serves to make sure, others are safe. He tries to make other people better, and, that's why, people like a lot more of, Now, with me, like, as I said, I was bullied, and honestly, no, I didn't take it out on people. Now, yes, I was a bully in high school, and it's not something I'm proud of, obviously, but one.
James?
Did you cut out?
Yeah, I don't hear him anymore.
Remember, his internet cuts out like every 2.5 hours. It probably hit the 2.5 hour mark.
Yeah, it could have hit that mark.
R.I.P.
Hello?
Oh.
Hi.
Yeah, sorry about that. It cut out for a second.
Yeah, we figured that's what it was.
Okay, what part did you hear me last at?
Bully. You were a bully and you
You're
weren't.
a bully in high school and you're not proud of it.
Yeah, like I was a bully. Yeah, I was a bully in high school. I was, and it's like I'm not proud of it. And it's like, something I want to tell all y'all. You know how you say a lot of people that go through stuff, they become bullies? While that is true, people do that. It's also a lot of cases where people are just bullies for other reasons that really make no sense to, that you shouldn't even be in that position. Like me, I was a bully because of peer pressure. People around me, I had cool friends starting out, then they wanted us to take different risks and do stuff that I didn't really want to do, but my thing is, it's about, I don't want to fall out of this crowd. So I'm just letting y'all know now, the main thing y'all need to focus on isn't about the other person and how they feel. You need to focus on how you feel. Because if you continue thinking how they feel, pretty much you're going to give yourself the mindset that if they bully you, and again, that they shouldn't, like not saying that y'all think they shouldn't be held accountable, but you think, let me not go as hard on them. A bully truly will back down if you pretty much do something about it. Most of the time it will do that. If you do something that will make them stop, either once again tell somebody that can help you, you stand up to them either in words or even physically once in a while. Well, I don't recommend it. It's
I
one
recommend
way
if
to
someone hits you, you hit them right back, and I've always
Yes, I'm sorry, Digi. I've been ranting. Go on, Digi.
Listen, I have platform shoes. I will kick their ass.
You have to defend yourself. You can't just sit there and take it.
That's true.
I mean, I myself in high school, I mean, in middle school, I was like beaten up by a gang of racist people, and like they swore I was gonna stay in the bus and not fight back, and then they wanted to suspend me.
Wait,
Like either fight back. I always
why did
try
they
to fight back
beat you up?
peacefully with words, but if you hit me, I'm gonna hit you. I'm sorry.
Why
Don't
did
mess
they
with
beat
me.
you up though?
Huh?
Why did they beat you up?
They were a racist white gang called Folks. This was in Port Richey, Florida. I was like maybe the third out of 3 Hispanics there. So they were like part of the Ku
Oh.
Klux Klan or something over there.
Oh my
Oh.
God, that's
Okay,
bad.
don't hate me. Don't hate me, Jennifer. I did not know you were Hispanic this whole time.
Well, my last name is Perez.
Seriously.
Yeah,
But
I
that's
thought that was by
my last
marriage.
name, but still.
Isn't that by marriage?
What did you think I was?
Honestly, I didn't really think about it. I don't really think about people's races till it's brought up. And it's like,
I'm Cuban and Russian. I'm 75 Cuban, 25 Russian.
Ooh, she's Russian in her. You know what that means? No, this is a kid's show. Anyway, is it a kid's show? Yeah, but anyway, Digi, I'm so sorry. We need to let you rant now for like an hour. Go.
Well, I mean, what are you guys talking about?
All right, let's sum it up. So, have you dealt with social anxiety? Have you dealt with bullying?
Oh, okay.
Depression?
Yeah, I think I probably the strong one here because first of all, when I first come to US, I don't speak English at all. So, and I was living in Michigan. So there's a lot of white girl, just like the movie. They like to bully people from outside the country, especially you don't speak English. So
Mm-hmm.
there's a 2 girl, and they are really, really famous, like those mean girl in the school. They always go around bullying a lot of girls, and I think because I'm new, so they kind of focus on me. What they do was like first they come and then become your friend, and you will thought they are really nice. You become
This
their
is just like
friend.
Mean Girls.
Exactly, and yeah. So, but they were like constantly doing like the tricky thing, like they will tell like when we're doing the gym, and they will do something like kicking you, or like throwing the gum paper to you. And I also heard a really worse one to my friend that they were throwing a food on her. So that was really, really bad. So I remember every time she did something a little bit to me, I did a little bit back to her. So just kind of like a cat fight. But one time really, really drive me nuts. That she stole the gum paper on my face in front of everybody. That's so not respectful. So what I do was like I just grabbed the broom right next to the classroom and I smack her on the face. And everybody was like, "Oh my God!"
I'm just
start running, and so I just chasing her, and I keep smacking her in the classroom. I was like, I don't speak good English, but I can still do the action. So
it's universal. You don't need to know to beat someone's butt.
exactly. But then, the thing like that happens doesn't really. I mean, that thing happened doesn't really stop her. She's doing more and more. She was grabbing something from me. I forgot what is it, but she was grabbing something from me, and she doesn't want to return. And that was something that's really precious to me. And I was like telling her, please give it back. And she's like, what are you talking about? No. And what I do is like I grab her whole book bag, and that was the time that we're going back. It's already after school, going back home. Everybody going on the school bus. So she's like, let go of my book bag. I was like, if you don't give me back to that, I'm not giving you back the book bag. And she just let go of her book bag and run away. So that time, I grabbed her book bag, and I just hold it until the next day. And she had to bring all her friends to come to say sorry to me because she can't do her homework.
Damn.
Yeah, and teacher punished her, and such a lot of stuff happened to her. So after that, it stopped her from doing all the mean stuff to me.
That's a good success story. Fight back. Don't take it from anybody.
Yeah.
I hope she learned her lesson from all that.
I
Did she
actually,
try? Did she
I
stop
don't
bullying from
think
that, or
so. I don't think she learned a lesson though. I heard she still continue doing bullying to the others, but just not to me because she know she can't touch me.
The people that bullied me back in college and training, they're still doing the same shit they were. And I was hesitant to originally join this podcast. I didn't really mention it because anytime I've ever been outspoken about what happened to me, they start their shit up again. I don't understand why people continue to bully, because like at this point, this shit that happened to me was back in like 2008, 2009. So we're talking like 7, 8 years ago, and they're still doing that, and it's like, don't you get bored after a certain amount of time or something?
Well, they just have nothing to do in their life. That's why they keep bullying people.
Literally, all I know is that at this point, ever since that time I was talking about before, all I know is that they're gonna, like, I'll say it once, I'll say it again. This platform shoes are gonna go up someone's ass.
Do it, do it, do it.
Ah, ow.
But yeah, like I just want to tell people that there's like two actions that you can do when people bullying you. First is to ignore, because you keep ignoring them, they're gonna get bored one day. But if they're really hurting you, always fight back.
Like, because sometimes they don't expect that. They don't
Exactly.
expect. They don't expect you to sit there and be like, they're like, you're just gonna take it. One day you get up and yeet them across the face. Next thing you know, they're just looking at you like, holy shit. They won't even fight back sometimes because they
Yeah,
just.
yeah. That's what you do.
That reminds me, like, I had a best friend since high school, and I didn't know it at the time because, like I said, I had been through it, and like she would put me down often and like yell at me, and she was pretty bad at one point, and then one day I finally had enough, and like I told her off. I don't remember what I said, but she told me like, Jen, you're not the bitch. I'm the bitch here in this relationship. So it was like the first time I ever stood up to her. And she was just like blown away. And from that point on, I just broke everything from her. I'm like, she's just toxic. I broke away from my ex, from her, from all the people in that circle, and I just like left that behind. So that's basically what you have to do. It's hard, but you just have to break away from those people. Like fight back, ignore whatever it is. Just do not deal with them anymore.
Can y'all hear
Get in
me?
their place.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, sorry, I guess it wasn't working before. But
And Nick sent me the answers to some of them, and he wants me to read them since he's having technical difficulties.
Okay.
So I'm going to read some of the answers he had for you guys. So give me a second. So the first one, on anxiety, if he suffered from it. He mentioned that when he was younger, he was quiet, and he would just, keep to himself and do homework. And, he wasn't really active or in any social groups. And he didn't have any desire to at that time. When he started junior high school, he wanted to come out of his shell because he didn't want to be a hermit. So he's a little socially challenged because of that, because he was hurt a lot as a kid, having to deal with, cerebral palsy and people making fun of him and things of that nature. And sometimes he would wake up in the morning not feeling like it was a good morning for him because of the demons that he deals with on a daily basis. And he goes to a day program. Sorry, I thought I said something. So, like today, he stayed home because of that. Sorry, I'm just trying to read it. I'm sorry, guys.
it's okay, Fez lady.
So about bullying, so he hasn't been bullied at a con per se, but he's seen his friends get bullied by fellow cosplayers because they are well liked in the community, and those cosplayers had been banned at Comic-Cons where they work at. resulting from that. So that's pretty much on the bullying sides of things that you dealt with and social anxiety.
I can understand the cost.
Go ahead.
Oh, I just realized something. Actually, something did happen to me at a con that I thought you guys might want to hear about. It was specifically this year at Castle Point. Basically, I made friends with a friend group that goes to that con, and they broke ties with me. Well, more like the other way around. I broke ties with them. So apparently, once they learned that I was a guest at Castle Point, they were like, "Oh, he's going again. Blah blah blah. Let's make sure we go to his panel to fuck him up." So first thing I did, I contacted Castle Point, like, hey, here's some screenshots. Make sure these people don't go in. Literally, day of the con, I see them, and there's security walking them out.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Nice job, man.
Mm-hmm.
So almost, and like, I agree with also fighting back, but also after you fight back, make sure you tell someone, be like, hey, something.
Yeah, keep a lookout. Protect yourself. Definitely.
I have a friend who had an issue at Castle. I think it was that abbreviation CPAC. I think it is.
Yes,
Is that
Castle Point.
my friend had an issue there with Jen. I told you this about. I told you about this. I'm not going to mention any names because I don't want to. But she has someone that's been stalking her for years and threatening her and harassing her, and it just all hit a exploding point at Castle Point. I have no idea what to do to help her, but I'm doing everything I can to just be there for her, and it's amazing because this person is very well known. The person that's doing the harassment is very well known in the cosplay community, has a lot of fans, and is using her influence to convince people to go and attack one of my friends. And like, if you're in a point of influence, if you're in a position of influence, I believe you have a moral responsibility to teach people the right thing to do, to teach people good, to be positive. But if you're using your power and influence to hurt others, you don't deserve that position. You don't deserve it at all.
Definitely not. Seriously.
You don't deserve it, Donald Trump.
Literally, you have to be a role model if you're gonna be higher up. You have to take into consideration, hey, there's people that know who I am, and if I'm allowing myself to act this way, that means, oh, it's totally okay. People can act this way. And I swear to you, that platform shoe, here we go.
Yeah, here you go. Like, talking about a convention, I have a story too, because seriously, I don't understand those like people who's like well known, has a lot of follower or fans. Like, it's also like a reason why I quit cosplay for 5 years, because it just kind of like I always be friend with people. I make a lot of friends at the convention. I've been cosplay like over 10 years. I make a lot of friends, and I was really friendly to everybody. Invite them to my house. We do a shoot. I always cooking for them, make sure they have food, make sure they have a place to stay. But I just don't know, like somehow maybe someone's stepping behind me or talk behind me that like at 2008 I went to the convention, but I feel there's like an air around me. There's like a bad air around me. Like some people doesn't like me, and
I don't know how or why.
Yeah, I
They
don't
must
know.
be jealous of you.
And even though photographers doing the same thing, like they will just single you out. Like they will take everybody's picture, but for you, they just gonna kind of like skip. And I got people who's like, I don't even know who they are. They just come message me, say like, oh, you're a bitch, blah, 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 blah. You don't deserve this. I don't like you. But I was like, who are you? Like, I don't even know you, or you don't even know me. Like, you have no right to talk to me that way. But back then, because I was still young, so I didn't really know how to fight back. I just kind of like blanked out, and I was really, really depressed. So I was like, okay, I want to get out of this community. I don't want to get back to that anymore. But kind of like after I get out and I start making new friends, I learn new things, kind of start building up my self-esteem, and now I get stronger. Now I come back, and I'm just gonna tell people, if this thing happened to you, always ignore the message. And if they do it in front, I mean, how to say it, like these people has no guts to talk in front of you that way. They only hide behind the computer.
Uh-huh.
Yep. And they are totally, totally a chicken.
Like if they don't have the balls to say it to your face, then it's not relevant to you.
Exactly. They always change name or like hiding behind it and just kind of like, oh, tell you whatever they feel. And another thing is like these people always has no life. And why they say that to you and why they hate you? Because they are jealous of you.
They want to be you.
Exactly. Digi, real quick, you know I got a similar story.
All right,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Perez.
I'll allow it.
Okay, so the judge will allow it. Here's evidence A. Pretty much what happened is that last year when I went to BronyCon, I met up with some of these people from this thing called Ponytoon I was part of, but I left it. It was crap after a while. So pretty much this one guy, he would always try to do something to get under my skin. We finally met because they were having a party up at one of the friends' rooms. His name is Corpulent, and hopefully he hears this. I don't know how he will, but yeah, it was up in his room. So we all went to the Hilton, relaxed, everything. Under the door rang. He was like, "Oh, that's him." I was like, "Oh, really?" So I answered the door. He's like, "Hey, who are you?" I'm like, I'm gonna let you answer that. I'm gonna let you think about it. He's like, oh. He's like, "Hey." I was like, "Don't hate me," and I closed the door in his face. Like, let him in. I'm like, "Yeah, let him in." Like, really, that whole night, we just wouldn't talk to each other. Like, really? Honestly, I just didn't do anything because I didn't want to cause trouble in the room, have security throw me out some cops call for no stupid stuff. So really, I just left it alone. But either way, it's like, you're right. You know, people don't have the guts to say it to your face. Me, if I had a problem with somebody, I'll let them know. I'll be like, this I don't like. And it's like, it depends on who you are, how you act towards me, how I'll say it. I could come out nice and say, okay, this bothered me, that bothered me. Or if you're going to be crazy and rude and nasty, try to say insults about me, or say stuff about me, no, it's going down. Like, and even that, bullying at cons, nobody would threaten to bully me. For one, already seeing me, a lot of people are intimidated, which is weird when I first started going to those cons, BronyCon, stuff like that. Because, I don't really look like, like I look like security. People thought I was security, and I had worn my black jacket. It was funny. But I even told one person, if somebody were to threaten you or anything happened to you, you come to me, I said, I will hang them over a railing. I'm like, oh, just call me Batman. I'm like, no, you know what, better? Black man. Call me Black Man. I don't want to copyright anything.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Black man. We're gonna call you Black Man from now on.
No. I'm Horse. You want to call me Black? Just say Black Stallion. That's it.
Oh God.
Oh, jeez, you and the horse thing.
Hey, I can't help it. It's in my blood now. It's
Look,
like,
I'll leave him alone. He's just horsing around.
oh goodness.
I dropped my child.
Wow.
How many trial you have?
Just
Oh
him.
my goodness.
Oh,
Well, no, they're all over here actually.
Is that the rabbit, by the way, from the Five Nights?
Yeah, I have Bonnie, Freddy, and Foxy.
I love Foxy. He's the coolest. Scares the living shit out of me.
He's like hiding behind Kirby right now.
I want to cosplay Foxy one day.
I don't know any of these
Oh, what
characters.
do you have, Morgan?
Apple.
Oh, is that the owl guy?
Is that a cat?
Oh, it's Catbug.
Oh, cat. Wait, how is it a bug?
Catbug. It's
Oh.
like a ladybug with cat.
Ah, it's a hybrid.
I
Ladybug.
see the pouch on its back. I see it. The wing pouch thing.
Bug. cat bug.
That's cute.
Super cute.
That's a unique. That's a unique way to make a cat into a bug.
It's from Bravest Warriors, which is on YouTube. Pendleton Ward made it.
Yes, I know this woman who made Battle Kittens, which is like this long run of series. She was actually my mentor for a while, and from her I learned about like the whole world that cats are a great thing in anime because they're like hidden heroes. They're like the assistants, secretaries, sidekicks of the anime world apparently. Yeah. Okay, but aren't we? Oh yeah, we're gonna continue with the next question. I guess I'll ask
Wait,
people.
you cut me for this one thing. There's just a question I wanted to ask everybody to see if they knew. Okay.
Sure.
You know how like people like attack other cosplayers or models or whatever, mostly women because they're jealous or whatever. Why do men put women down in that way if you're like a model?
Okay, so
I don't get it. Like,
Actually,
Okay.
they do though. They do.
I'll explain it to you in my own way.
you're ugly, kill yourself, you look like a mannequin, the stuff I get. So I
Definitely
want-
do.
okay, but I can because they're so afraid that a woman can actually look good and love herself, and men are just like, nah, you gotta be a man's thing, and it's like, no, fuck you,
Iris, are you okay tonight?
no,
I love his passion.
Yeah.
I am a feminist. If you're gonna be an asshole, be asshole to everyone.
Okay. Now, Digi, you got
Yeah.
something to say?
Yeah, I was saying like Jen said men never do that. Actually, men does do that, but those are the men that's like, I would say they have not very educated. Because me and my friend was cosplay for Evangelion. That was like a student uniform. There's a guy walking like right next to us, and he just go, ha, 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 Japanese like porn, and we were like, what?
So you're a walking Japanese hentai?
Yeah, he was like, oh, Japanese porn, and he was pointing at us, and he just walked by.
What
Just
idiot.
said that? Like, just walked by and said, Japanese
Yeah, and then he
porn.
said it really loud, like he's
So
so loud. But,
what is he? So what was he smoking? Because
no, but he looks like there's like a wrestler.
He was a weirdo. Only a weirdo goes up to people and just says Japanese porn.
And guys who don't know, mostly everyone knows. Anime, not all anime is hentai. I know a lot of people think that. It's not all hentai.
Wait, really?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Don't let it. I've seen the weird stuff in the anime. It's weird.
Well, the reason why anime are really like kind of like sex porn because I think in Asian culture there's they kind of like the female is more like lower lower
that's
level.
true.
Yeah, that's why they always make it that way. But now I think it's changed. Time has
Oh
changed.
yeah. Oh yeah, democracy's coming through the internet to these people, and they see it, and they have to change because it's like their world. They're that. But to answer your question, Jennifer, because here's the thing. Since I do here's the thing. I get to connect with a lot of people, and some of them they do things like that. I know some people that are bullies and try to connect with them. But my thing is, it's different reasons. For one, they harass women because they can't get a woman themselves. And it's like they feel upset that this, beautiful woman, to them they just feel that a lot of women are rejecting a woman. That's not the case. Usually if you can't get a woman, it's pretty much gonna be your fault. Like, not saying it's something bad you're doing. It could just be that, maybe you gotta go up and speak to them, most women are not just gonna go up to you and be like, oh, I want to date you. No, they're not just gonna do that. You gotta speak to them, and you gotta, get to know her, Now, yeah, there are some crazy party chicks out there, but they like crazy party guys. They're not gonna go up to a guy who's just all shy and awkward unless they're trying to be nice or trying to spice up the night for him or something. But other than that, it's like, it's not only that. Also, they could have self-esteem issues where to make themselves feel better, they have to put down somebody else. Like, it's really in their mind. And it's sort of like, it's just a weird thing. It's like bullies, as I said. They're bullying, actually. It's like every bully, and I was going to say this before, but I couldn't say, I guess my mic was out. But it's like every bully has a classification, and if you know what they are, then you know how to beat them at their own game. Like, for example, Morgan here, right? You were telling me, well, you were telling us that the people who were bullying you are bullying you for years, right? Those kind of bullies, those are the people that like to keep the same kind of person to torture. It's because, for one, it's like finding somebody else. Maybe they won't feel that it's the same, or it's just something about you they have to latch on, your personality. And it's just like, it's like pretty much, you know, it's like doing business in your own luck. It's like being like a salesman. You sell everything in your neighborhood. The whole point is they feel comfortable doing with you because they're uncertain about others, you know? They know you won't fight back. They know you won't do this and that. So it's to them, it's like they can keep doing it no matter what. It's like you're not going to do a certain thing to make them stop.
Oh yeah, they themselves have actually messaged me, confessed to everything they did, and said that there's nothing I could do because there was not that there wasn't any evidence, but that it wasn't that everything they did wasn't illegal. Although now it is, but back then it wasn't.
Yeah, that. And like, for example, you, Iris, you know, you were saying that people were saying this and that about you, you know. Pretty much those are the people who feel anybody that's not close to them in their social or fashion sense or anything that's different to them. The thing is, and it's us with humans, change is not easy for us. When they see somebody like you, it's hard for them to, you know, contemplate like what you're doing. Like in their mind, they're like, okay, I don't know what he's trying to pull off or this or that. And to them, anything that confuses them doesn't really matter because they don't try to get involved in things that's new. And as I said, you have a sparky personality. You're pretty awesome. But
Yeah,
it's just some. Okay. But yeah, but just some people can't understand that and they can't see it. All they
So do
see
you
are
think
flashy
his
colors.
sister is like that too? Like, why would his sister do that? Like, she's confused by it? Like, what's exactly she doing?
Well, my thing is, when it comes to family especially, it revolves around a few things mainly. It's either one, jealousy, two, it could be that for herself she doesn't feel as, you know, as important as you do. She feels that you're more important, but that's the fact.
Wrong
That since,
celebrity.
you know, you bring yourself higher than her, it makes her hate herself. And the only way to make her not hate herself is to be mean to you because that makes her feel a bit better, you know? Not that that's jealousy, just that it's something hard for her to do. And third, maybe she's just being a jerk, period, because she's your sister. And some siblings have it where their relationship is they treat each other like complete crap. And it happens, you know? Maybe that's just it. It's natural sibling rivalry to be top of the litter, to be dominant, you know? I try to do
Sister,
that.
if you're watching this, it's not cool. Watch her
Probably not.
start something with me now. Be at my door.
You know, something crossed my thought. I was saying, the people who keep bullying the same person, that victim should tell that person that the bullying said, "You can't live without me. If I disappear, your life will be miserable."
Oh my god, is that from that anime?
What's that called?
Shoot.
Erase.
You ready? I knew it.
Yep.
Basically, this guy just tried to, like, you know, get rid of this guy, and whatever, watch it. But basically, he basically got fueled just making this guy's life miserable. But he would never want to kill him off because if he killed him off, he wouldn't have anyone to, like.
Yeah, he don't feel
fire.
exciting anymore because he just lost that.
Yeah,
I love that anime.
you're definitely right in a way, Digi, because like for example in high school, you know, popular people, and even for me, pretty much when you're in high school and you're popular, your whole life revolves around staying popular, which is a 24-hour, 7-day a week job. That's even
Stupid.
outside of school. Yeah, it is stupid, but it's like we revolve ourselves around school to where we have to be at the top of the social pyramid, at the top of everything. So the point is, it's like without the people we bully, you know, without showing people we are dominant and, you know, showing people that, you know, we'll do whatever it takes to be us, and it's like to be us, you gotta, you know, do this and that and have a clique that's got your back and stuff. It's just a whole lot of stuff that, yeah, revolves around, you know, making other people feel worse because it's like trying to better yourself, you know? not better yourself, trying to make yourself look better. When no, you're just pretty much striking fear into others, and others are the normal people where it's just like they're like, oh, I'm not going to get involved with that, or yeah, I see they got some muscle with them, we're not going to mess with them, which just makes you think you and your friends are important, that you got to top people at school, when really, no, you're just a nuisance, you're a menace to society,
I think in general, people, if you're going to school, college, whatever, like, are part of conflicts or whatever, just don't be part of a clique or try to be popular. Just be yourself. Get along with everybody. Like, be friends with the emo kids or preppy kids. I don't even know if they exist anymore, like preppy kids or hipster kids or whatever. If you see someone shy, like I always was drawn to people who are very shy and reserved, and
Same
many
here.
friends were like made fun of because of it. I would try to bring them out of their shell. Just try to help people. Like, you don't know what they're going through. Like, you might be the reason they try to jump off the bridge the next day. A hug, like, or listening to them could just make a world of difference. There's no reason to treat other people that way.
Hmm.
There are people, when all this stuff was happening a few years back in college, that as you were saying about there being cliques, there was, and this kind of relates to what someone else was saying about they'll bully someone just to fit in, like because everyone else is bullying. Is I don't know, a group of people at my college whose pastime was to bully me, make fun of me, talk shit about me, and 90% of these people never met me.
They just try to be the popular group. Like, they feel like if they don't keep doing that, they feel left out.
Exactly. There were people that were part of that clique, but still came to me and still talked to me and still checked on me to make sure I was okay, which I appreciated. Like, I know they were still talking shit about me, but they still cared enough to at least see if I was okay, and that made a big difference.
To me, I don't care about those people. I just go, yeah, I'll make new friends. And those people are sheep.
Sheeple.
That's
Sheeple.
Yeah.
Okay,
Don't
so
be a
the big
sheeple.
people.
Break away.
They just go like, man, all the time.
But it's like, because as I said, I've been on both sides. I've been bullied, and I was a bully. My thing is, I guess that's why even looking at just a little off topic slightly, it's just that I guess that's why I don't even see fame as something I would want or a lot of people would want, because the one thing about fame is that, it's sort of like being popular in school, being bullied, because there's the thing, is when you're famous, and any famous person can tell you this, they step on somebody else's toes purposefully one time or another. It's something you have to do. There's people that you can upset, there's people that you beat up for or whatever. That's why even I told you, Jennifer, I wanted to be, there was a time when I wanted to be famous for my writing. I just want to write and let people enjoy it. I don't want to be, famous, go on tour stuff. No, I just want to write, let people enjoy it, and that's it.
That's the same way I am with my photography. I do photography to bring smiles and happiness to other people, not so I can get famous or make a lot of money. I do it because I like it, I enjoy it, and I know I can make people happy with it.
Exactly. Actually, just real quick, Jennifer, you hear me?
But yeah,
No,
definitely.
she crashed. Her fez made her crash. No.
It's like hard to fit on top of a wig. It just keeps falling.
That's all right. You're rocking it. I love fezzes, though. That's why I keep looking at it. But anyway, yeah. I was saying, why
back
don't
to what you were saying. Even in a business setting, I would say it's just better to network and help each other out, and not put other people down or try to backstab people and hurt others to just make yourself there. And I know a lot of people get famous and get the really high-paying jobs and move up that way, but it's just not the right way. And hopefully corporations will stop keeping and hiring bad people like that and appreciate the real good people and hardworking people as well.
Talking about it, I have a story too. That was back to when I was doing animation. It was you will see people who keep moving up. They are not the person who's doing a lot of job. They are actually they they date people who's higher, like they date producer to make themselves higher, so they can just don't do anything. They can play all day long, get higher pay, and they keep moving up. It's really really sad.
My hours were recently cut at my job. I was and they let go of a lot of people. But I have a really close friend in the California office, and I love my job. Don't get me wrong. And if they see this, oh my god. But anyway, oh, and I know I'm a mom and I have a kid, but I feel like a lot of times they give me work. Well, they did before my hours were cut. That was like, no, they give me work actually that they normally outsource, like projects that a monkey could do sometimes. Like the billing and the tech support stuff I love, and it's challenging, which I like. But I also heard recently my coworker that was fired told me this one coworker that I'm always helping doing all these monotonous, crazy jobs talks a lot of shit about me to everyone in the office. And obviously, I don't know, I'm not there. I work in New Jersey. So he'd be like, oh, you know, she asked me questions on how to do this stuff and needs clarifications. You know, she's an idiot, blah, blah, blah. And here I am busting my ass like weeks working on a project for him, which he could do himself, which he's stoned or playing ping pong all day. And that's just like basically the epitome of a bully. And like on top of that, here I am helping you, breaking my ass, trying to help you for this customer, and you're talking crap about me. And like you get, and basically the people who are fired or had part-time hours or whatever, like me, that money was given to the people that are still there now, like him, to have them stay. That's like what's happening right now with me.
That's exactly what happened. It's really sad though, but you know that means the company is not gonna live long.
That's how companies are.
It's not doing very well right now. I love that I get to be with my family and with my daughter, and that's why I've been there so long. And there were some coworkers and still some now that I really love that are good people. But even when I went there for like the San Francisco vacation, I just felt like such an outsider, except for my one friend. Like people just basically ignored me. Like they didn't want to get to know me or talk to me or anything. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, don't see this and like fire me now because I need some money other than my job. But yeah, I'm just saying this to corporations and people. Just like I don't know, help each other out. We would all like be so much happier and richer and like better off if you weren't assholes to each other. I don't know.
But Jennifer, real quick, I want to say, two things. First, this world is crazy right now. These people, the companies, they don't care about their employees. A lot of them just care about making more and more money, cutting corners, stuff like that. So, you know, honestly, it's like something you can't really control. But something you can control is what you do in your lifetime. Like, look at you. You're hosting events for people. You know, you're bringing others together. You're making a name for yourself and your group. You really, honestly, have a chance to make your own money. And you have many ways. And he said you're dumb. Didn't you say you do pretty much the work for him? The computer, the tech, stuff like that?
Yeah, I do a lot of like the back end stuff and reports and closing down stores and stuff like that.
So you're his assistant, right?
It's weird because when I was hired, I was supposed to be an account manager with my own accounts. And then they changed it, and you're like, oh, okay, you're doing support. You're supporting the account managers now. I'm like, okay. And then they're like, oh, we want you to also do billing, and we also want you to do some admin work and these reports. Like,
so you're an assistant, right?
Huh?
So you're an assistant, right?
No, I'm a support manager. That's basically my title. I handle like.
That's an assistant, Jennifer. But I'm telling you now.
Actually, right now I'm a billing manager because that's my main thing. That's all I do right now. I handle billing, but I also handle like some of the support side of things too, but mostly billing, like collections.
But Jennifer, that's the thing. That's an assistant. They run the billing. They run the checks. People. But that's actually something to be proud of. You know why?
I get money.
Well, that too. But one thing I've seen all the time, even with me, even with other people, even when I talk to the voice actors and actresses at the studios, assistants are the people who actually make things work. Right now, I told you about my assistant Star, right?
Yeah.
She is way smarter than me. And without her, a lot of things would not work. At your job, without you, a lot of things would not get done. They need you, you know?
Yeah, at least I wasn't completely fired, I guess. Though they're like, oh, why is collections down? Oh, I don't know. Maybe because I work half the time now. So I'm trying the best I can with everything that you throw at me.
Yeah, that's their fault, and they see their problem. Thing is, you also got to show them you're gutsy. Show them you are not afraid to walk out that door, even though I know you are because you need the job. My thing is, that's why hopefully you establish this group in somewhat more of a higher stepping stone on a higher pedestal so you can actually make money from it and tell them, you know what, I think I'm going to be leaving this business now. They
Yeah,
need you.
I trust me, I'm looking for the work, if part-time, if full-time, and I'm definitely trying to. If you guys, I'm sorry if I'm blowing up all your news feeds with all my events, because that's my livelihood, and actually it is my true love and passion. I love doing these things, and I have actually professionally for Samsung and different manufacturing companies worked for in their events team, setting up
Nice.
like big trade shows and stuff. So this is my thing. So I'm trying to make money off of it, build a community of happy, loving people in a little utopia. I know people think I'm crazy with how I think with things. And another thing that I have to address here for people watching, like me expressing the issues I had with like the photographer, or the guy who kissed me inappropriately, had nothing to do with me being cost famous. For some reason, this being the bullying episode, they think that I'm bullying because I'm bringing these things out to light. I'm just trying to help people avoid situations and people like that, and try to make people aware that it's more common. It's just sad in this day and age that if you are harassed or abused in any way, people turn it around and make that person the victim. And I'm telling you right now that there's no reason for me to even remotely think about doing something like that. Just want to get it out there. It's nothing to do to push my events or anything. That would be a very scummy way of doing anything. So if anyone has been harassed or treated wrongly and they need to get the word out and help others, please do. Don't because of the backlash I got, even in my nerdy group. So yeah, that's all. I just wanted to mention that before I forgot.
No, Jennifer, what you did was the right thing to put the word out there. This guy, whoever he is, he most likely did not only target you. So
I heard he targeted more. Well, there was two. I heard the other one targeted more people. Someone told me, but of course no one came out. So people think I'm the only one, and I'm lying, and it looks bad me being an event manager having these things, and I should just keep quiet and be in a little hole in the wall and not mention this to anybody. I need to
Oh,
up a certain, you know.
you gotta know the truth is out there.
yes, they're out there
And
somewhere.
people hate me for it, but you know.
That's
But
okay. That
that's
doesn't
the
hate you.
thing. Yeah, not every. Here's the thing, Jen. When you're an advocate for people, there will be people that won't like you because you're speaking about things they don't want to hear or they don't want to recognize. Like when I was in a certain group, it was on Skype. It was with all these other pony people or whatever. They didn't like me because this one girl that was in there, I did not like her, and I, told her like, for one thing, you're always touchy-feely, you're always speaking a certain way to certain people that don't like it or think it's creepy. I told her, you need to stop. And I told in the group, I said, go in there and let people know that you shouldn't be doing that and you won't do it again. It's something you shouldn't be doing, and I will have you kicked out of the group. She told them exactly what I told everybody, and they got mad at me. But after that, I did get a few people that came to me and said thank you, because she was also doing it with some other females too, which they didn't like it. And I got people that said thank you. The whole point is it's more important to help people than try to get recognition from people, because if you choose recognition, most of the time you're not going to want to do anything about stuff, So I'm proud of you, Jennifer. I'm proud of you.
Thanks. And I know it's hard, especially when you know someone. You can never think of them doing these things. That doesn't mean you could be with someone for years and you don't know the crazy effed up shit that goes through someone's mind. I mean, like someone very close to me, which I don't want it out there. It was like accused of basically I don't know, not really. It was like kind of shady, but kind of like rape, pedophilia, something like that. And everyone that knew this person, was like, oh, there's no way that that could have happened. And like, I'm always like, you never know. Like, God forbid something did happen to this girl, even though I've known this person for years. You never know. You can't just always assume because it didn't happen to you, it did not happen to someone else.
Mhm.
Like, not then bully that person who is confessing and like trying to help others avoid that person, that situation of like making stuff up when they're trying to speak out, because then you're just getting other people to do that the exact opposite thing and not express themselves or tell anybody, and then have the same instance happen over and over again. So just do it anyway, regardless of the backlash and stuff. Know in your heart you're doing the right thing, and that did happen.
There's a lot of victim blaming going on
Yeah.
nowadays, where people will, and it's a very delicate and tipsy-turvy situation, because you have to, when you point out someone and you name them, when you name them and say, this person, here's their name, they did this, here is the evidence, or I don't have evidence, or whatever, when you do that, it puts you in a situation of there's going to be two sets of people. There's going to be people that stick up for you, and then there's going to be people that stick up for them. And no matter how many people stick up for the other person, if someone hurts you, or if someone abuses you, harasses you, I don't care what it is, if someone harms you in some way, and you have evidence and it's true, and you're not lying, say it. Blast them all over social media, go to the police, get a lawyer, get them to court, do something, because you're not the only person that they've done this to. There are other people that they've done this to, and if you won't, everyone, it's the crowd mentality. It's the same thing. There's a psychological study that was done that says if you get hurt in a crowd of people, the more people there are, the less likely you are to get help. Because everyone thinks, oh no, I don't have to do that. Don't ever think that if you're being hurt. Don't ever think, well, I don't have to say something because the next person he does this to will, or someone he did before will go. No. Be that person. Be the person to take a stand. Because that's how you make a difference.
Okay. Oh, thank you, everyone, also. Jennifer, would you mind reading number 4 as we move on? Once again, thank you, everybody.
I'm so deep into this stuff.
Oh, we all are. This is a heavy topic, like politics.
I hope this does help people. I know that we're crying tears and shedding really personal and delicate information. So we're all doing this for you guys. So hopefully this will empower others and help others going through this, and hopefully help people who are the bullies and attackers and aggressors to think about what they're doing. So anyway, on to the next question. So I believe maybe only one of us could answer this, but do you ever bully others at a con? What do you do?
No.
I didn't mention that before, right?
No, we didn't. I don't think we did that one. It looked like the other question, that's why. I thought it was the same one.
Or if you've ever seen others be bullied. I'll go first, and then you guys could go. Not a con sense, but I'll just mention that people should stop attacking other cosplayers, like whether it be, and this has happened to me too. The way they dress, if they buy their cosplay, if it's too sexy for you, if it doesn't appeal for you, if it's a gender bend, if they're not the right size, color, creed, race, like just leave people alone. Like don't attack them. Let them be them and be happy. You do you, and just like stop this idiocracy. Like we're all nerds. We've all had issues growing up because of our passion. So why are we bullying and attacking each other? We should be closer. That's one thing that amazed me in this community. I thought it would be like all happiness and rainbows and people hugging and loving each other, but it's just become a competition and just like, I don't know, people attacking each other, and it's just gotten really ugly, and it just should stop already. That's my view on it.
Wholeheartedly. Like there's a video, Silver. You've probably seen this video. Basically, it's okay to not like things, but don't be a dick about the things you don't like.
And why would I have seen this?
It was made for the pony fandom.
Wait, what was it called?
It's okay to not like things, but don't be a dick about the things you don't like.
Wait, what was it called though? Like, who did it happen to? Or something real quick.
The title is it's okay to not like things.
It's okay to not like things.
But like, who was in it? Real quick, just at least. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of Brony videos. Like, I've seen a couple, but not a lot, because I don't really get the chance to see.
Is it Michael Aranda?
Maybe it looks like a kid's drawing. Like
Oh,
the video.
it's a little stick figure, right?
Yeah.
Hey, should we do our thing where we like play it so people could see it? That'd be cool.
If you want to, it's your show.
It's 16 seconds long. Is that it?
Yeah, it's about 16 seconds.
Okay. All right. So I go to YouTube, right? Right. I go to the app.
You go to the app on here. Yeah.
All right. All right. Okay.
And other people who want to see it, they start it too, if they want to see it.
All right. So then I go into it and I get the link, right?
Get the link from the video, and put the link to the video and add videos to playlist. Dang it, I get it, Hangouts. I don't care what you want. It's not your turn. Okay, go to add videos to playlist and put the link in that box and click search.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, but dude.
Silver is teaching me so. That was cute.
Straight into the point.
That was catchy.
Bye.
So what did you think about that, guys?
It was funny.
I was expecting a pony, like a brony or
Me
something.
too. I'm expecting like Goofy.
There's another video that has Twilight Sparkle as the main character.
Oh goodness.
Well, now we know what that's about.
Oh goodness, trust me. Once it starts, you can't stop. The pony videos. Once you start one, you can't stop. So.
I still have to see that one you sent me. You're gonna have to resend it to me. I'm sorry.
You still didn't see it?
At least I heard your music.
Yes, I know. I appreciate it. I actually got my friend Frozy to watch it with her daughter, and she loves it. She liked the wedding episode. All I can say is Machine Gun Pony. And that's it.
So Iris might have to leave with us, so we want to give him like a warm hug and welcome. Thank you for sharing. I know it was really hard for you, and we all love you and are here for you and think you're awesome.
Why are you leaving, my son? Why are you leaving?
You are my sunshine.
Because these legs are everything. No, but in all honesty, I'm so sorry. I think because my it's just a family thing.
No, that's okay.
Better not be your sister.
Remember. But okay, I'm gonna go put my child. I'm actually gonna get up and put my child back, and then.
Oh, by the way, next time, can you do me a favor?
What?
Next time you gotta play that mini keyboard piano thing.
Oh, you see it, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, you like the keyboard cat?
Like I have the keyboard and I have a launch pad.
Yup. Next time you gotta do it. You gotta play it. I wanna hear it.
Read between the lines, fam.
And by the way, you guys are all welcome over my house anytime. I plan to have a barbecue or something.
Yay!
And then maybe we could do a little live one there, like, hey guys.
Oh yeah, we should. That
Oh,
sounds good.
I'll come into Cora, so it's just like, oh dang.
Oh yeah, that would be fun. A podcast all at Jen's backyard barbecue.
Yay! First I need the
And
barbecue.
it'll finally be something I can actually go to.
Yeah, I was taking pictures outside. Probably my neighbors must think I'm nuts in my costume. I'm like, oh, the lighting here is good.
It'll be weird having a black guy in your backyard, but okay.
But with that, I gotta go.
Alright,
Alright,
bye.
Bye.
We love you. Stay positive, okay? We're happy you're still here.
I'm positive that I'm gonna kick everyone's ass.
There you go.
Thanks for being born.
Thank God. All right. Bye.
Bye. Buenas noches.
What does that mean, Jennifer?
Good night.
Oh, I don't understand languages.
So before I forget, let me tell you guys what Nick said about the whole bullying topic, and then like if you guys have anything to say, you could talk about
Okay,
it.
yes, I can continue yours because you're
Oh,
talking
go
about
ahead.
yeah.
And I'll go to Nick.
I think the most really good example was Yaya Han. Every time
Okay.
people bring out Yaya Han, when you scroll down, all the comments all negative.
Oh, and that the fabric that she made and all
Doesn't
that.
matter, whatever bring out Yaya Han, and there's like all
Dude,
negative
I'll sell
comments.
whatever Walmart tells me. I don't know what the hell. Like, she really knew what the kids are doing. Like, don't like, put someone down because they're making it. Like, be like, oh, I could aspire to be that person.
And the funny thing is like you keep talking about it, and then bring it's kind of like you make her more famous because you just
Exactly.
keep
You're
talking
bumping
about
her
her.
name up. Exactly.
Uh-huh.
It's like the people who were commenting saying like, "Oh no way, Jason could have done that," and I'm like, the article just keeps getting more popular, making him
And everybody
more
knows about
noticed.
her, know about him.
So people know, like, thank you. And people know now to avoid these people because you keep commenting on it.
Exactly. It's funny because there's a Chinese cosplayer. I didn't know her until that people keep talking bad thing about her and just saying like, oh, she shouldn't cosplay this. She tell people not to cosplay this, but she does that. And she's always showing her boob just like Yaya. And she does this cosplay because she wants to be famous.
hmm
Seriously, I don't know her, but just because of these people keep talking about it, and I go to her site and I check her out, and I become her fan.
See how it works out?
I know. It's like a free advertisement. So I think people should stop. If you don't like this person, just be quiet. Don't support that person. That's it.
That's actually how I found out about you. I know you guys will know who it is as soon as I say the thing about Jessica Negri.
Of course.
Same thing, yeah.
Little Pokemon girl.
The only reason I knew about her is because people were talking down about her because all of her cosplays are very.
Sassy.
Sexy.
Yeah. Okay.
She likes to bounce.
And people hate on her for that, and like Jen, you and I actually got into a heated discussion.
Yes, we did. Morgan and I actually had a bit of qualms before.
But
But look, we became friends out of it because you were hating on my cosplay.
it wasn't hated on the cosplay. The point from back then was the negative effect it can have on children. But my personal opinion, after doing a lot more research, is there's two kinds of cosplay, I guess. There's what you would call average cosplay, what everyone does, and then there's fetish or sexual cosplay, where the cosplay is sexualized. And if you view them as two separate things, or even not as two separate things, just understand that it's just a style. Like there's burlesque, there's gothic, there's Lolita. It's just a different style of cosplay. It's not bad. It's not worse than others. You just need to be more accepting and understanding. If you don't like something or you don't you think it's bad, do research. Figure out if it's really as bad as you think it is. Look it up. And I found out that yeah, there are negative backlashes to it, but the positive effects of all of it is greatly outweighs it. So,
Yeah, and a lot of it, like, they're just emulating what the character actually wears. Like, they're trying to be as close to the character.
that is true. There are a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of characters like that. Like you could throw a dart at a character like that in almost anything, though.
Like with the Harley thing, like the one that he commented, I was like a burlesque version, and I wanted to do something creative. I'm like, it's Valentine's Day, for the Valentine's event. I want to be Harley, but I'll do like a little burlesque. So I got a little hat, I got a corset, I got a skirt. Like I went all out. Like I had the chokers with the looking all goth and whatever, and I felt really cool and confident, and like I don't think it was you specifically, but then, I did a post about everyone accepting each other's cosplay and it being not a competition, and I got comments like, oh, sure, put on a corset and you got a cosplay. And I'm like, there was like, I spent hours, and I don't sew. A lot of people know this, but I spent a lot of time like thinking about how to do it and researching what goes with what, and like, there's still a lot of work to it and a lot of passion. So like, it just, of course, like I just do it out, but still, it's like an ugly comment. Like, it just throws away all the work and thought and like love you put into it, and people make comments like that.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, it wasn't resonating. Perfect what you said, Jen. You said the perfect thing. People are trying to resonate with what the character looks like. And most females in video games, cartoon shows, especially ones that aren't meant for kids, and animes, especially animes, they're made to look cute, they're made to look adorable, some sexual. And here's the thing. Guys take that as, oh, that is, they do that because they want the attention, they want this or that. But when cosplayers do it, just like if I were to cosplay Pony or whatever, I do it because I wanna be like that character in the way that I wanna look like them. I wanna look awesome like them. It doesn't mean I want this or that. It doesn't mean I like bucking trees all day. No. And
You don't?
one thing? No, I don't. I like bucking watermelons. Thank you very much. It's a black thing. No, I'm sorry. But Digi, even what Digi said before, what was it you said before, Digi? It was about, I think, them being upset because they can't. I forgot what it was. I'm so sorry, Digi. It's
What are
something
you
you
trying to
said
say?
before that.
Not. You were
Something you
talking about
said before.
like
She said a
what?
lot.
I'm trying to remember. It's on the tip of my tongue. I told you I'm having black holes in my memory
Oh,
today.
was it about Yaya Han and like because you don't like someone? What was
No,
it?
you don't like because you don't like the person. You don't like.
Yeah,
Don't
that's it.
support this person you don't like. You just shut up and move to the
Yeah,
person you support.
that's the
Yeah, like
thing.
if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. Isn't that like the oldest
Well,
thing in the
actually,
book?
I was gonna say one other thing that even guys do that, which I do notice a lot. For some reason, a lot of nerds, they're more into the part that they don't really get dates, and I see that a lot. And the thing is, it's like if they can't have something, they get upset at because they feel they're being teased when they're really not. And that's why I was tying into what I was saying. So I was supposed to say with that first and tying it in with Digi because it's like, they feel they can't have something and they're being teased, but yet it's not that they're being teased. This person is trying to wear something to make them feel away. That's how the character looks. Like if you dress like what? It's this military girl from one of those fighter games, Caitlyn or something like that.
Cammy?
Huh?
Cammy, the one with the butt out?
Yeah, she's in a military suit that looks like for some reason a one
Yeah,
piece
Street Fighter.
suit. Yeah, and it's like that's how the character made. I've seen two different people who dress like that. And one I did talk to, and she was saying no. Well, she's like, yeah, thanks, I do look hot, but she's like, but no, I'm not trying to go for it. And she says I like her character, and she looks pretty awesome. Like she says, if I was in the military, she's like, this is what I wear because it's breezy. I'm like, that's funny. So yeah, we had a good talk, and as she said, she wasn't doing it to be any sexual. I did get to go on a date with her later on that day. Woohoo. Got a lot of looks at us. But anyway. My point is that's not what she was going for. She didn't want that. She wasn't even an attention seeker. She was just one to like the outfit, and she wanted to wear it. She liked how it looked. Simple as that.
And basically, people are always going to talk crap. Like, if the girl, let's say, is playing someone busty and they're not busty enough, they're going to say something. If the character is white and they're black, they're going to say something. Like, people are always going to talk crap. So just do what you want to do, be happy, and, like, just live your life.
Like if you
Exactly.
want to be Aladdin but a female instead.
Yes, exactly. And my hair isn't dark brown anymore, so I wore a purple wig because F it. I figured
I like
it
the
goes with the
monkey
purple.
The monkey is hilarious because it's like Abu with a bow in his
Yes, it's Abby.
happy.
Doing the Gangnam style. Dun, 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 dun.
Good.
Hooray! Sexy lady.
You know, one thing I didn't think about real quick.
Stupid
Oh
hat.
goodness, not the fez. Save the fez. One thing I didn't think about you, Digi, when I first
I
talked to
should give
you.
it to her,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. One thing I didn't think about you, Digi.
Uh-huh.
I didn't think you were this actually outgoing. Like, I don't try to judge people, but when we meet people, we get a first impression. You seem like the shy, quiet, not very adventurous, well type. Because I know people like that, and they're friends of mine too. But you look sort of shy. But no, you talk, and it's like this explosive personality of a person. Jennifer, where have you been hiding, Digi?
Well,
Yeah,
we kind of just.
how did we meet anyway? Was it because of the podcast? I have such bad memory with some things.
Just a podcast, yeah. And then
Like you
because
said, you wanted to
Jennifer
be
randomly friend me, and then I was like, who is this person?
Who is this person on my
And let's
page?
try to talk, and yeah, let's just become.
At least you didn't send me a message like that, because a lot of times when I friend people, they're like, "Did we ever meet?" I'm sorry to be rude, but
Well,
I
I mean,
don't know you, so I'm not gonna add you. I'm like, well, you're
yeah,
missing.
some people are like that.
Yeah, I actually almost got into it with a friend of mine the other day. I won't say her name. You might know her, Jen, but she just started a group. And one thing I do not like is when people add me to groups, because I always get added to groups. Not that I don't want to be in them, it's just I want people to ask, because if I want to be in the group or even just notifications come on my phone, it's tiring. And we almost got into it, but we came to an understanding quick because, it's like I just told her, just in the future, if you want to add me to any of your groups, just ask permission. And the thing is, she was saying nobody else told me that. They'll just leave. Well, I'm your friend. I'm not going to just leave and be like, no explanation. No. I'm one who I'm going to say things to people. I'm not afraid to speak my mind. You know that, Jennifer, already. That,
Yeah, I'm that way too.
Yes, I'm stubborn too. I'm very stubborn. So.
Us as co-hosts, sometimes we bicker.
Yes, exactly. We figured out.
Damn it, Fez.
It's okay, Jennifer. No matter how many times it falls.
Damn it, Fez.
Yeah. No matter how many times it falls, it's still going back on your head, and you look electric.
I'm just a klutz, man. I'm telling you. I'd be that, that anime chick that's always falling over and shit.
That's adorable. That's what I think. One thing about it, I think like nerd females are adorable, because it's like these women are like, or then you even got the tough ones that act like they're so tough, but on the inside they're like.
The Sundres. You just don't want a yandere. That will mess you up.
I've had my share of yanderes. As I said, I still have 2 stalkers on me. One has my phone number somehow, and I'm scared to answer them. It happens, Right, Morgan, right? In the Brony community, we got some weird stalkers. Like, you've ever been on Twitter?
I've been on the IRC chat from Reddit for My Little Pony. I've been on the Team Fortress 2 servers.
But Twitter, have you been on for it?
Occasionally, like back when I went to BronyCon, yeah, but I've only recently just got back to Twitter.
Yeah, there's this crazy fangirl. She's the biggest Peter New fan. And she added me like 12 minutes later because she saw Peter New and I was talking. Because, as I said, I'm friends with like half the staff, sort of. And I'm going to party with them even when I go to BronyCon, even MLP, MSP. But my thing is, she's a crazy fan, and she's a stalker. Like, she literally favorite and retweets all his tweets. Constantly tweets him. I think he's blocked her by now or something, or not. I don't know. I think he likes it in some way. And I'm like, dude, that's weird. He's like, hey, I got a big ego. I'm like, dang. Oh, but yeah. I'm sorry. I'm going completely off topic. I just ranted. No, that's fine. I can't.
It's fine.
You're all
we
like a
always
good.
Go off topic and derail here. It's cool.
Well, we're derailing. Anybody know here how to fix a turn switch? Am I saying it right? Never mind, I'm not saying it right. Never mind. Anyway, let's get back onto the topic of bullying. People may have been left.
All right.
I gotta
let me say what Nick said.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Okay. Sorry, Nick. I'll get to you. I promise.
Wait, is he even in here? He left us.
No, he's not. But he asked if I could express his answers. He's having issues with the internet.
Okay.
Yeah, I see that in the chat.
Okay. You
Yeah,
still
so
have the
I'm trying to
questions, right?
still involve him. I know he really wanted to be a part of this because he's gone through a lot with the cerebral palsy and everything.
Yeah. I wish he was here. Yeah, it would make it easier. One more person to add to the conversation. Throw seasoning in the mix. I don't know. Still hungry.
If you want to relay anything, I know he was. If you want to relay anything else, Nick, just mention it in the Q&A area, and we'll say it for you.
And anybody watching, if you really have anything to say, now is the best time to speak up. Tonight's podcast is all about speaking up and not being afraid to go against bullying or just, standing up for yourself. Really, if you have anything to say,
Me.
yeah, that's Digi as well. Be a Digi, everybody. Hashtag be a Digi. Speak out for yourself. Go on Nerdy New York, New Jersey, New York. My bad, I put New York first. Yes, we're second in that race for some reason. But go in there and go on the post where I bet Jennifer has posted about tonight's podcast. Go there and comment and say what you feel. And if getting a chance, we'll come back and do like maybe a second part where we bring on different people or we bring on people with experience or read your stories. We'll do something, but you got to give us that feedback if you want to get your story out there. Bullied or if you are a bully.
It could be bullying, anxiety, depression. We're just trying to help people overcome these things. It's very prevalent in this community.
Could be done, because I know there are people out there who would want their story to be told, but probably want to remain anonymous. We could always set up a Tumblr for it.
Ooh, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. No, Jenny. No, Tumblr.
I'm not even on Tumblr. Like Tumblr, Snapchat. I need to get away from some of these things. I was actually contemplating, like, should I join Snapchat?
No, if you don't know.
Facebook is old now for people. I don't know.
No, Jennifer, you're just gonna get a whole bunch of fanboys and fangirls who just wanna ogle you. No.
I heard that Facebook is dying. I don't know, but I really don't want to be.
Oh my goodness.
I haven't even done like another Instagram for just Perez Play. It's like it's
Jennifer, they've been saying Facebook is dying for like 7 years now. It's not dying at all.
You know what's dying? Dead. Google Plus.
Google Plus is dying.
It had so much potential.
Yeah, problem is they had it limited. They haven't released certain updates people need. It's just weird, and it feels like it's another clone to Facebook.
I still use it because supposedly, because it's Google, whenever you post stuff, it shows up on the web faster and easier.
Yeah.
So I do still share articles and events on there for that very reason, because Google loves Google.
Yeah.
By the way, off topic really quick. Are you guys still on MeTomo? Because I haven't used that app in like 2
I don't know
weeks.
what that is.
Me either.
This is something that's a topic of MeTomo for December. They deleted their account and uninstalled it, but apparently your me and your account still stays active. So anyone who's friends with you can still go and look at all of your answers and interact with your me, even if you've deleted it.
Morgan, your mic.
Yeah, it's like in and out. I think your computer was better.
Can you hear me now?
Just for the future.
Yes.
One of my friends deleted their MeTomo account and the app, and for some reason their me was still active in the app with all the people they were friends with, so they could still interact, even though they didn't even have the app anymore or even an account.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what that is though. What is MeTomo?
It's related to you could explain it if you want, Marie.
It's basically. Did you ever use like a 3DS or a Nintendo Wii?
I had a Nintendo Wii, but I didn't like it, so I gave it away.
Do you know those little avatars you can make?
I never made one. My brother made one. I didn't.
It's like a world of those little avatars, and you get to interact with your friends on Facebook through the avatar, ask questions, play games.
Honestly, they sort of pissed me off with those avatars. I don't know. Something about them just pissed me off. I don't know why. I'm so sorry if I don't want to make anybody mad, but really, for some reason the characters just made me mad. So I just said my brother created. and I just played games. That's it.
All right, so let's try wrapping things up.
Are we gonna be Candy?
Huh?
Are we gonna be Candy? Eye Candy?
Eye candy? What do you mean?
You said
Oh.
we're wrapping things up.
Hi.
So we gotta be Candy to wrap
Your
up.
humor is comparable to my dad's.
Oh, is that a good thing?
Well, you know, he's kind of quirky, corny, funny. I would say that's how I describe you.
Hey, that's awesome.
People still laugh because it's so out there. It's okay.
Yes. No, I like it. That's my humor. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you? I think we've discussed this a little bit, but I don't know if anybody else wants to add to it. But basically, what do you think people should do to just stop bullying in general? I know there's one at a con specifically, so you can mention if it's a con or just in general, and if you are a bully, if you'd like to apologize to your victims, James, now is the time.
Yeah, honestly, for personal reasons, I'd rather not go into it. But yeah.
Go on, say sorry. It's okay.
Like,
That's
I'm
your
just
name.
trying to leave a lot of that behind, because as I said, when I first started, even with the bronies, they were people that pissed me off at times, because it's the first time I was dealing with people that were this energetic, this outgoing, this unique and different. And it's like me, I'm the kind of guy who, like, the people I would hang out with, we'd see somebody like that, and it would instantly, something would click. It's like predator and prey. And I didn't want to act like that, but a lot of the things, even while I was trying to check my Twitter while I was at somebody's house, we were having a party, and one of the girls grabbed the keyboard. She's like, "Oh, I'm going to write something funny about you." She says, "I a pony today," and I snatched it from her, and I said, "Don't do that again." And from then on, it's like, she's been shaky with me ever since, and I feel like it was a bit too harsh. But I really did not like she was playing with one of my accounts. I just have ways about me I can't shake right now, but I'm trying. Like, even the whole cosplay thing, honestly, that's just more, and this is the only time you'll hear this, but that is more self-conscious to where I don't want to be said something to people about my cosplay, look like a fool and stuff, but you know what I'm doing to change that? To stop thinking like that?
What?
And you should know this, Morgan. You're gonna laugh. Guess who I'm gonna cosplay for? This is gonna be my first ever cosplay.
I
Guess
know
who I'm
that
gonna
drag
cosplay.
queen.
No. See, don't tell him. Why did you have
He
to say
knows.
it?
You mentioned it. You mentioned it every
Yeah.
episode.
Oh yeah.
What'd
I'm gonna
you say? I didn't hear you.
guess who I'm gonna cosplay at BronyCon.
Ooh.
I said this. She's right. I said this when you were on before.
I have the worst memory.
You're
I don't.
gonna laugh though. You've seen season 5, right?
Is that the most recent season?
No.
No, the most recent season is season 6. So yeah, I've seen all of season 5.
I'm gonna be, and Peter New, the guy who plays Big Mac, is looking forward to it. I think you know who I'm gonna say I'm gonna be playing.
Go ahead.
Big Mac is Orchard Blossom. See, I knew it. This was logic all inside.
Well, I think you should
Oh,
take all our advice and not care what people say and just do it, man. Be like Shia.
That's why I'm doing it. I got three of my female friends helping.
And you know what? And then you're gonna go on this podcast dressed like them.
There you go.
No,
That's
it's
gonna be the
first. It's
first
gonna be
time
on a
you-
Saturday. It's gonna be on a Saturday, unless you want to host it on a Saturday.
When is it?
It's Saturday in July. It's a Saturday in July.
All right, we could try to do something.
I wish you would join us at BronyCon. You would like it. It's a great experience.
Where is BronyCon?
Maryland.
I in LA?
No, Baltimore, Maryland.
Baltimore.
Yeah, it's like literally a 7-hour bus drive away.
I don't know. I have to try watching it because I'm like, I'm so, I don't know what the word is, but I hate when they redo things. I'm like,
I know.
I like the classic versions of My Little Pony and
I
And you know
know.
what, Powerpuff? I saw one episode; it wasn't so bad. But I hate when they redo things. It upsets me. I
I
like the
know.
classics.
I know how you feel, Jennifer, but even older fans, and Morgan can tell you this too, a lot of the old fans love the new series too. They love it because they feel it brings back the old passion, what they were trying to accomplish, but in a way where everybody will feel comfortable. They got jokes and stuff in there that older times will enjoy, new people enjoy. It's like, they try to make it where everybody can enjoy it while not taking away from what they were trying to do in the first place. And it's still surprisingly a kid's show. Like, there's certain scenes that are questionable. It's like, huh. Huh.
You press the pause button at the right time, and you're like, was that on purpose?
A family show.
Yeah, right. Family show.
Oh, we gotta show them. We gotta show them the Fluttershy bear scene when the bear don't say traumatized.
Of My Little Pony, kind of like Shrek in the terms of the way they did the humor. Like, if an adult watches it, they'll pick up on it, but if a kid watches it, right over their heads.
Yeah, I'm still always surprised. The one joke that always still says that may have been a bit not in the children's direction, definitely, when they said somebody spiked the punch. The kids will definitely not get that. You're literally just saying an alcohol joke outright.
Kids aren't.
I tell you, rewatch Alf now. You'll see so many innuendos.
No idea what that is.
The number
Oh my
one
God.
show for innuendos was Ren and Stimpy.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a really weird cartoon. I don't know how I was allowed to watch that one.
Or even Rocko's Modern Life.
Yep.
Both of
Oh God! Finding out where they actually worked and what their jobs were. Wow.
Oh man.
Wash your hands. Turn the.
Remember when they went on that old people cruise? That was
With the last
bad.
question, because I think we pretty much covered everything.
Yeah.
So,
And Jen
yeah, we
here's
had to
gotta
wrap
go
it
get on
up.
her magic carpet ride.
what happened, Digi?
So we had to wrap it up.
Yeah, it's getting kind of late, and I haven't watched at least one anime with my husband, and I know he's gaming, but I know he wants, I miss our little time.
I'm watching the gate.
Oh, I have to get back on that. Right now, I'm really into Hero Academia.
Oh, that
And
one.
I just started one that was what is it? Something like Unlucky Go Lucky. I just started that one.
Did you say Hero Leukemia?
Academia.
Academia.
Oh, I'm thinking
haven't
like it's
started
like
yet.
Leukemia.
It's really good. But Unhappy Go Lucky or whatever is really cute. It's basically about a class where everyone is like really unlucky. And they need a teacher trying to help them. But like the main character, she's really like positive. And I think it would be cute for everyone watching it too. Despite of all the bad things that happens to her, she has like such a positive outlook on life. Like animals, like cats and stuff, are always trying to attack her, but she's always trying to save them regardless. She's like, oh, but you got me out of that situation and you saved me, so I'm fine now, and I helped the kitty. It's really cute. Anyway, let's go.
Before we do go though, Jennifer, before we do go though, we do need to say one thing. Just ask it, about the whole Saturday breakfast time event we want to try. You can bring it up.
To mention the other event too. So basically, we're trying to find a venue, maybe anyone watching, to basically have a Saturday morning breakfast thing going on. Like, when we were kids, we would put on, the TV, and we would see like Garfield and Heathcliff and My Little Pony and Gummy Bears, and we'd have a bowl of cereal.
Gummy Bears.
Gummy bears jumping here and everywhere. I'm from the 80s.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
watch it. What do you call it? DuckTales.
DuckTales.
Tailspin. So we're going to recreate that feeling of like being a kid, getting all giddy to turn on the TV, not just have a channel dedicated to cartoon, like every station having, cartoons in the morning. And we're going to have cereal and be in our jammies. So that's like idea James had with like the conversation we were having on Nerdy New Jersey about us missing that in our youth. now there is no Saturday morning cartoon TV. It's all, adult, boring stuff. So we're going to try to recreate that.
Jennifer's gonna bring it back to us, everyone. So, excuse me.
There might be a
Yeah,
place
like your.
that we could use as a venue. I'll talk to you about it after the podcast, Jen.
Is it Pearl Studios?
Is it what?
Pearl Studios.
No.
Okay then.
No.
But yeah, but definitely, I hope it happens because I definitely would see it as a great opportunity. For one, we could bring other people who aren't exactly in it to come back just because of what it is. And then I want some bronies to join because, it's like bronies, one thing we're really great at, bringing other bronies with us. So it'll be fun.
That's true. There's a picture. I'll post it in the group chat after the thing, but it's just 100% accurate.
All right. Yes, boss, chief, and commander.
Since you mentioned, I'll mention like the events too, and then I'll get to the last question before I forget. So this May 20th, Friday, is the Totally 80s Jam. Only $10 online, $20 at the door. So make sure you go. It's at Tika on the Hudson, and I'm gonna have over $225 in prizes for cosplay contests and gaming. There's gonna be 80s music and a lot of fun giveaways and dance contests and stuff like that. And also, June 17th, we're going to have a maid cafe. Hopefully, DG will be one of the maids along with me.
Wait, a maid cafe?
It's going to be at Baton Ramen. Oh, it's Maid and Butlers. And that is from 9:30 to 12:30 in the morning.
Wait, a maid cafe?
Yes. Have you not been checking on my feed? It's all over the place.
No, but wait, what? All right, I guess we'll talk about this after.
And then what else? There was something else, but then James, of course.
No, my name is Silver. My name is Silver Straven.
Silver. Oh, and we have Ryuta.
Thank you, Peaches.
Ryuta is going to be performing. He's a EDM Japanese pop singer. Hopefully he's watching, so he's going to be performing. And we're probably going to do a little podcast of just the maids and butlers, so you can meet everybody. So let's see. So the last question, I just want us all to end on a note for any advice for anyone who might be being bullied, harassed, have low self-esteem, deal with anxiety, basically anything as a whole you want to share as a closing statement to help people. Depression, there's a lot of issues that we deal in. They're all intertwined. So, DG, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. This is gonna help for most people. Like, I got a lot of newbie want to go into the con and cosplay, but they are afraid that people judging them. And I will tell them that you can't tolerate people talk back about you. But what you can do is make sure that you understand there's a three type of people. One that really love you, one that really hate you, and there's another one doesn't even care about you. They all exist. So you can't make everybody love you, but you also can't make everybody hate you. So don't be afraid that people don't like you or make a bad comment about you. Just be yourself. Ignore the people who don't like you. Just pay attention to people who love you and give your love back.
Woo!
Yay, I love that.
That was actually pretty inspirational.
She should be an inspirational speaker.
We should open
panels, right?
Yeah, we should open up a greeting card station where we make digicard greetings. Like, hello, have you been?
I can be the Buddha.
Exactly. Open it. It says, "I can be a poodle, so can you."
You know what? At my next Valentine event, I'm gonna have her do little inspirational Valentine cards.
So I should dress up as Jesus.
Morgan?
Okay. Morgan.
I'm Morgan Free. No. If you're being bullied or harassed, and just speak up about it. Say something. Let other people know. stay quiet. Because if you stay quiet, that's there's only so much of ignoring you can do. But also remember that you're not alone. There are always other people that have been bullied that understand what you're going through. And if you are a bully or you are someone that harasses someone else, just stop. Like, all you're doing is bringing more negativity into the world. And if you pay attention to the news at all recently, we have more than enough bad things going on. You know, be a shining light in the world. Don't try to be someone that makes the world a darker place. Try to make it better. Even if you've got so many problems or issues or such evil in your heart, still try to be good. Try to make a difference.
Maybe your heart will grow 3 times bigger, right, Morgan?
Yeah. I need
Sounds
to
like a
ask
health
something.
condition.
I need to ask something.
Yes.
That was really nice, Morgan, by the way.
Hmm.
I really hope we inspire some people. If we do, can you please let us know? I want to know that we're making a difference. That these 2 hours aren't in vain.
Yeah, sorry,
Yes,
I need to add something that Morgan said. You know, it's right to speak up, but you also have to be careful that who you speak to, because and then there's a way to spot the person who's faking to help you, support you. If they said you can call me anytime, you can talk to me anytime, you talk to that person ignore you, doesn't pick up the phone. That's the flag. That person is faking to support you. So don't talk your problem to that type of person.
that's
Like,
good advice too.
Thank you.
you need to make sure the persons really want to support you. Then you tell your story. Because if you don't, then you're gonna get the things worse. Hmm. And I think the best thing is like go to your teacher or like the professional, because those are the person who will really support you for your feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So, Silver,
Mm-mm.
do you
I
want
knew
to go?
you'd do it.
Or do you want me to go?
Well, I want you to go first.
I know, you want to give
After all, ladies first.
closing
Yes.
statement. One thing I'll touch upon first, which really hit home for me, was Iris's comment of like, and also Morgan too, of trying to commit suicide. I mean, all of us would never have even met these amazing people if that would have happened. Like seriously, if you feel thoughts of that, please go out and tell people who care about you. I, for one, will never judge you, and I'm always there. I actually will pick up the phone and, reply to messages, and I get tons. Please talk to someone. Sometimes even like a stranger could be more of a friend. There's a hotline even, just please reach out to someone if you feel that way. And I'm sure, people do love you and care about you regardless of like what that one or handful of people is doing to you. As far as bullying and that nature, we're brought in this world as brothers and sisters. If you go the Adam and Eve route, I know Big Bang Theory, I don't know what to believe, but I'm just saying like we're all human beings and we're all connected. Like there's no reason to hurt one another for no reason. If you have issues of yourself, deal with them. Don't throw them onto other people. And we're all like trying to have kids. I want my daughter to live in a world where she could get along with people and not. I heard a story where like a girl, like a young girl, was like bullied and like killed in school and like beaten to a pulp, and stuff like that scares me. To the point where like I'm like, do I really want my child to go to a school and deal with people that would hurt her and like the generation that we're in right now? It's just so scary, like just with the internet, and like it never leaves you, like the bullying and the hurt and the pain. And I think that's why at first I was like, when I was a kid, I would just shrug off people bullying, and I'm like, oh, why can't people just shrug it off? And sometimes like when it's so much, it really gets to you. So just be a good person. Try to like be a positive light to others and not harm others. Like actually make a good impact in this world. And if someone does confront you saying that something has been done to them, do not like think they're lying or put them down. Like you're just hurting the situation and like not helping others to come forward as well. And definitely, you know, stand up for yourself, believe in yourself. Don't try to listen to what others say and like try to get into your head. They win that way. Just do not try to listen to what others say about that. And I guess that's it. I'm sorry if I'm rambling.
Well, doesn't matter how many people love you, you always have to love yourself because,
Yeah.
you know, doesn't matter how much we help you, you are the only one who can help yourself too. So
Yeah.
think differently. Always think positive.
Yeah, you know yourself better than anyone else knows yourself. So you can't just listen to what others say and start believing it.
Exactly.
You know,
Sorry
you
about
don't know
that.
the half of anything.
And I think sometimes that if you really can't deal with people, you can always go to, go hiking, go outside to enjoy the nature.
Listen to music, dance around.
Exactly.
Do what I do. Take up photography. You'd be very surprised how calming doing photography out in nature really is.
Oh yeah, that's good too. I'll play
Like,
a game.
Yeah, video games.
Yeah, that also helps. And for I guess anxiety that we talked about, you know, like I said, people are just people. Just, you know, I know it's hard to be in a room full of people, but we all have issues. We all have our problems. We're all, you know, messed up one way or another. So just, you know, be yourself. Talk to people, you know, don't be afraid or to hug someone, you know, that you meet at a con or nervous to talk to them. You know, you might be missing out on amazing people and amazing friendships because of that shyness and insecurity that you have.
But
So
of course,
you're all
ask
awesome. Just
first.
believe that.
Don't
Huh?
just go hug somebody. Don't just go hug somebody. Ask first. You know?
Can I hug you? I don't mind hugs at all. People can hug me. I love
Oh,
hugs.
Jennifer, always the lovable one.
Just don't grab a titty or nothing. All right.
Okay,
So,
but I think that's everybody. No, I think that's everybody. I think I already went.
No, you didn't go yet. You were going after Jen.
yeah, you didn't go, James.
Okay, I'll go and then I gotta go after this. But pretty much, honestly, even though tonight, as you can tell, my words of wisdom really come from experience, and it's like, honestly, all of you could give the real, actual truth, the real words of wisdom. I'm not really good at doing that when it comes to bullying because, as I said, I I've been through it, but I also been one to give it up. You know, my
So,
thing is,
what would you say then? I think it's good to have you on. What would you say to people who are bullying right now to change their minds and stop it, since you have been the bully in that mindset?
well, just all I can say is, one thing a person is like, even Morgan, you mentioned, it's true. There are many people out there who are compassionate and they hurt others, but they don't mean to. And at the end of the day, they feel even worse. You want to feel better about something, you want to feel better about yourself, do something for yourself. Be a nice person. That's the best you can do. You hurt somebody now, you can leave scars on them for life that could come back to haunt you, even if you never see them again.
Mm-hmm.
Thing is, you're just making your life a lot more miserable than can it be. I mean, look around. You see people that have friends that always hang out, they're being nice to each other. Yeah, like, for example, me. Sometimes I can be a jerk, and Jennifer puts up with it. But, but at the end of the day, she still thinks I'm awesome, and I appreciate that, And and I'm glad I'm not a bully because I wouldn't have met people like this, It's just look at that and see what you're missing out on, all because you feel like hurting people. Try to be a better person, not only for others, but also for yourself. Make something different, Add to the solution, not the problem.
He always gives the greatest closing statements.
Thank you. I don't know why. I just speak from just experience.
Well, I think this was a great episode. Again, I know it was very hard for us to share. So if you have any comments or you like to share any stories, you could even share it privately to any of us if you'd like to. I'll
We
share
have a support group.
or the group, whatever you feel, comfortable with. We're here to listen. We've all been through it. So even if like you have thoughts of suicide or being bullied or victimized or have any issues, feel free to. I'm sure you guys are fine. I hope I'm not, bothering you guys.
If
To
anyone,
talk to someone.
as
You can
I've
talk
said, I've been in the psych ward twice in my life. If you've got issues that you need someone to talk with, my full name is Morgan Miller on Facebook. I've got a picture of my face. You can't miss me. Message me. If I don't respond immediately, I will get back to you. I know what it's like to be scared. I know what it's like to feel alone. I will be there. Much as I can be, I will be there if you need someone.
And then we have DG Kolobang too. You can find her. She's very
Facebook.
sweet, loving, and helpful.
Well, I can be
But she'll
mean.
kick
You're
some
mean
ass
to
if she
me.
has to.
Yeah.
And of course, we have. Can I say your name? Silver?
Honestly, as I would like to help, but I already get enough messages in a day. Even now, all right, fine. Say my name. Go ahead.
You can reach out to James Linton, but if he doesn't reply to you, you can reach out to us. Jennifer Perez, just
Yeah, go to
or
Jennifer
Miller.
Perez first. Address all comments and helpful tips and gifts to Jennifer Perez. If you want to send some cheese wheels, send some cheese wheels to her.
Oh, I love me
Large
some-
ones.
All the cheese.
Imagine you actually get a bunch of packages of cheese wheels. You're like, what am I going to do with this?
One of my favorite snacks is grapes and cheese. All right, let's end this in a cute note. What's your favorite snack? Everybody, just say it.
Snack.
Yeah.
I like chocolate chips cookie.
Chocolate chips cookies, she said. That's adorable when she uses her accent in the
I got one. They stopped selling them though, which makes me really sad. But Cinemelts from McDonald's. Those, those were so good.
He's looking.
So good.
I would say something after the podcast ends to you. See what it looks like. Reminds
But
me of it.
I seriously like gummy bears and gummy worms. Those are like my favorite munchy things in the night. So if anyone wants to send me gummy bears.
Well, Jennifer, surprisingly, me and you share the same favorite. I love gummy worms. Like, love them. I can't have them too often, but I love them. Me and you got to get a bag and, like, share it. Like, go to a restaurant, bring our own bag, get some, like, milk and cookies, and, like, yeah, Digi could come in and we'll get some, what did you say, a filet or something like that, or chicken cinnamon or something like that? We all got to get all these snacks. That's what I'm thinking this whole Saturday podcasting can be, or like we all get together and have our own little after party after the Saturday breakfast thing. We just, bring all the snacks.
And I also want popcorn and raisinets, my favorite.
Yes, Boston Commander Chief, Madam Sir.
All right, guys. Well, I hope, this has helped you all. Again, if you need any help or need to reach out, feel free to contact any of us using James' last.
Oh, dang it. Oh, I thought you said James' name. Okay.
All right. Peace and love, everybody. Matastane. Bye.
Fezzes are the world.
I graduated, finally.